Don't let Philippines politics influence your life in the Philippines. Philippines politics have been a mess for a long time. Everybody's aware of it. Everybody knows it. The locals can't find a way to deal with it, except just shrug their shoulders and like, what do you want me to do about it? Because it's just one of those things. But what puts this in perspective is we're having the same sort of issues in the West. You're finding a lot of corruption in politics. It doesn't matter what country you're in. I'm finding the whole UK political system a complete farce at the moment. And the same with the US. You know, when you've got lobbyists bribing, I mean, that's the only word I could really use for lobbyists, bribing things to be brought up into votes for their own personal gain as well as company gain. That's bribes, and there is an entire industry based on it. So put your own house in order before thinking about somebody else's. And the reason I make that statement is it's not for you to take it on board as like people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, but simply if you're going to get frustrated, at least get frustrated with your own government, because if you can't fix that, you can understand the frustrations of the Filipino people. On the other side being, it will create a negative influence on your life if you let it bother you. It's the same the world over. Just don't get dragged into it. What I do, don't read the newspapers. There's multiple reasons I don't read them, including the fact they're too biased these days. But choose to avoid stuff you can't change. Choose to avoid stuff that you know will irritate you. UK immigration is a bit of an issue with me at the moment because it's the way it's manipulated, and nobody actually wants to talk about the realities of it. Yet the political stance is almost neo-Nazi in some ways. But anyway, like I said, that's one that bugs me, so I don't read about it. Or if I do read about it, I'm very selective. A bit like the media, really. No, I'm only interested in things that actually are real. They're positive. They're things that affect things rather than people's opinions. You know, when somebody says, I don't think people should be able to move to the UK, that's a rather bold statement with no definition to it. And I had this discussion with somebody before, because the way he talks makes him sound a complete racist. But at the same time, when you actually listen and ask him questions that are very specific and clarify what he's talking about, it's very obvious that his only issue is people coming to the UK that are of no benefit to the UK system. But the way he says it is he might as well wear a little swastika and well, let's just leave it at that. But yeah, I mean, because the thing is, a lot of this stuff is just manipulated, and Philippines government do it, British government do it, US government do it. Doesn't matter where you are. The main thing is just not let it suck you in. And in the Philippines, you'll enjoy life a lot more if you just realize that these problems are local problems and not your problems. They were there before you got there, and they're not going to change. And it's not giving up. It's the fact is that as a foreign national, it is not your responsibility or problem. You don't have the power of a vote. You don't have the power of election. So don't let it bother you. I mean, think on the positive things you can do rather than getting dragged into the negative crap. Alright, thanks for watching.